How do I learn? And how do I teach students who learn differently than I do? The short answer, play to their strengths. We use the most effective means of presenting the prescribed lessons. That's a quote by Dallin H. Oakes in Gospel Teaching that I really liked. There are 7 different learning styles. There's verbal, physical, visual, oral, logical, solitary, and social. And the most effective way to learn is to use more than one of those at a time. First thing that we need to do, though, and this is part of the longer answer, is to help our students find out, if they don't already know, what their strongest learning style is, what their strength is, what's the most effective means for them to learn something. And then we take that knowledge and we use it. We try to incorporate as many of the learning styles as possible to be able to affect the largest number of students. There's a great site called learningstylesonline.com. They had a lot of information about the different learning styles, and one of the quotes that they have on their site says, "Research shows us that each learning style uses different parts of the brain. By involving more of the brain during learning, we remember more of what we learn. Researchers using brain imaging technologies have been able to find out the key areas of the brain responsible for each learning style." I thought that was pretty interesting. I had been told before that that using multiple learning styles helped us remember, but there's actually like science behind it. They've been able to look at imaging of people's brains while they're doing different tasks and figuring out what parts of their brain helps them with each individual learning style. Anyway, bottom line, if we are to be able to effectively teach students who learn differently than we do, we have to understand their needs. We have to know them. We need to be able to, if John doesn't read very well, it's not going to be very effective for him to read a full sheet of information and expect him to get everything out of it. But maybe he's an oral learner. Maybe if somebody reads it out loud to him, he could quote it back to you verbatim. So if we know their needs, we're going to be able to help them learn. And the second thing, main thing that we need to do is to be prepared. We need to know our material well enough that we can teach it several ways so that our students are able to be more effective learners.